What's going on, guys? Back here again with another video. We got another episode of Ask Baris, all right? And today's episode 5. Today's episode is going to be about, someone asked, how to improve my self-discipline. Can you see that? How to improve self-discipline, all right? Self-discipline. What is self-discipline? First of all, let's answer that question real quick. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is the drive that you have to get things done. All right? There are things in your life that you want to get done. There are things in your life that you need to get done. There are places you need to go, things you need to do, people you need to see, right? And you have your reasons why you want to do these things. Maybe it's to better your life. Maybe to reach a better education. Maybe to get a better job somewhere. You know what I'm saying? A better paying job. And in order to do these things, because in life, nothing really happens perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So in life, as you're trying to reach these goals, things are going to happen. Negative things are going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like your tire is going to get flat. All right? Your car is going to break down. The person who was supposed to help you build this business is all of a sudden going to disappear. The person who was supposed to help you, I don't know, study for these classes is all of a sudden going to disappear, right? They're going to be excuses. This thing's going to happen. You need to go to this place. I don't know, let's just say you need to go to the DMV. The DMV gets shut down for today. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't get your license. And you have to take these other options and go to the other center that's across the other DMV. It's across town or whatever, right? Things like that. Those are just random, you know, off the top of my head. But things in life are going to happen, are going to pop up, all right? In order for you to continue moving towards your goals, in order for you to continue completing the tasks you need to complete, in order for you to continue accomplishing the things you need to accomplish, you're going to have two things: self-discipline and self-accountability. But today's video is going to be about self-discipline, okay? A lot of us, we know what we want to do, right? We know where we're trying to go. We have dreams, we have aspirations, we have ambition to be in these places, right? Most of the times when we think about doing these things and going to these places, it's the feeling, right? In the moment, you're feeling good. You just have this feeling like, damn, you know what? I got to go there. I got to be this. I got to become this person, right? But the feelings never last, right? Those motivational feelings that you get, even from my videos, you watch my videos, the motivation feelings that you get, they don't last. They're really temporary, okay? It's for the in the moment, all right? But then that doesn't mean you can't keep doing what you need to do, all right? Because a lot of us, when we lose those feelings, we end up not completing what we need to do. We end up not going where we need to go. We end up not doing anything that we said we're going to do, right? And that's where self-discipline kicks in. When you lose that feeling, when you lose that motivational feeling to do what must be done, and you feel like you can't go on anymore, that's where self-discipline kicks in, okay? And that keeps you going. Because even though you're not feeling it, even though you don't feel like you want to do it right now, even though it's just not in you right now, you know it needs to be done. So you do it anyway. That's self-discipline, okay? So Baris, how do I improve my self-discipline? First and foremost, how to improve your self-discipline? Start small, okay? Now, for those of you who've been following me, and if you really know me in real life, you know that I was in the Army from 2013 to 2015. I was in for 2 years and 7 months. The reason why I got out early, because my contract was for 3 years. The reason I got out early was because of a situation that happened, but that's another video for another day. But in basic training, when I was in the Army and I went to basic training, they taught us this one thing, all right? Start small, okay? In basic training, they made us make our bed every morning. I hated it then, but I understand it now. If you can handle the small things, it'll be easier to handle the big things, okay? So like I said, one of the things that they made us, I'm talking about like, if you didn't make your bed in the morning, you would get smoked. And what does smoked mean? That means they make you do a bunch of push-ups. That means they'll make you run some miles. That means they'll make you do all this unnecessary physical activity simply because you can't follow the rule. And the main rule, the first thing you do in the morning is make your bed, okay? Now, at the time, I hated it. Honestly, before then, I never really made my bed. If I did make it, I'll just, you know, fix the covers and just to make it look like it's good enough. But the way they did it, when I was in basic training, they made you like fold your blanket a certain way. They made you do the corners a certain way. And if you didn't, you get smoked, right? At the time, I hated it because I never made my bed anyway. And it just didn't seem like it just seemed pointless. Like, I'm here in the military, I'm here in the army to do these things. I'm trying to blow some stuff up. I'm trying to go shoot some things because I was infantry. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to actually do my job. And I never understood why making my bed was so freaking serious at the time. You know what I'm saying? Why they took it so serious. I didn't understand it, but obviously I did it. And honestly, most nights I never even messed up my bed because I was just so lazy to do it in the morning. So I just laid my bed the way it was and I just slept on it like that. Anyway, but now I understand why they told us and why they made it so serious. Because if just think about it for a second. If you can stay disciplined with the small things in life, something as simple as making your bed every morning, brushing your teeth, I don't know, fixing your shoes, putting your shoes on the rack when you come home instead of just leaving them on the ground. If you can be disciplined with those small things, it'll make it easier to be disciplined with the bigger things, right? You just all of a sudden jumped into this big thing that you need to be disciplined for. Of course it's going to be overwhelming. Of course it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be like, damn, I don't even know if I could do this anymore. But think about it this way. If you would have started small first, instead of diving into all that, start studying a class. You know what? I know I'm going to have to take this class. Let me just start looking it up. Before you even sign up for school, get familiar with being in school again. You know what I'm saying? And this is something I did because I recently signed up for classes. I'm going back to college 10 years later, right? And honestly, I didn't really do my research like that. I just knew that I want to become this. In order to become this, I needed this degree. In order to get this degree, I need to go to school. So I just signed up for everything and I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And when the time comes, I'll do the studying or whatever and I'll get through it. You know what happened? The time came and I was overwhelmed. I was bombarded with everything and I still kind of am, right? And honestly, I had to drop one of my classes and I might have to drop a second one. Point being, I said it to say, because I dove right in. I didn't really prepare for it like I should have. I didn't take small steps. I didn't say, hey, let me study this first. Let me get back in the motion of going to school. I haven't been to school in 10 years. And all of a sudden, I signed up for college all over again. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I could handle it, but I underestimated it. But this is what I say. If I would have started small, if I would have started studying one class at a time, if I would have familiarized myself with how the school system is now, 10 years later, right? It would have been easier for me to make that transition. And then the things that I'm dealing with at school would not be overwhelming. The things that are big wouldn't be big anymore because I started small. And I eased my way in. So if you were to use that same mindset for everything else in your life, it'll be so much easier to stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? So, and that brings me back. That's why I say, like, they made us make our bed. I didn't understand why, but making my bed, getting used to that, getting in the motion of that, yes, it was hard, and yes, it sucked in the beginning, but then I got used to it, right? I got used to that. And then next thing you know, I'm doing it without even trying, without even thinking about it. And then what did that do? That made it easier for me to become more disciplined with the other things that they threw our way. Like the ruck marches, like all the other physical activities, like, I don't know, the shooting range, you know what I'm saying? Because I was able to stay disciplined with the small things like making my bed, brushing my teeth, and cleaning up my general area, it made it easier for me to be disciplined with the bigger thing. Being aware of myself at all times and all way. My muzzle point, the way your rifle is pointing, it should never be pointing at anybody. It should either be at the low ready or pointing up, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. My memory is kind of messed up right now. But that's why, okay? Start small things, right? And another thing, give yourself room and time to adapt, okay? It's a lifestyle change. It's gonna take work, trial and error. You've been so used to slacking off. Of course it's gonna be hard, but it's not impossible, all right? Remember your why and keep trying until you succeed. Look, a lot of you, okay, you've been disciplined with small things, right? You got that out the way. You can brush your teeth every morning. You can make your bed every morning. You can put away your shoes on the shoe rack when you come home, right? That's great. That's awesome. Now you've moved on to the bigger things. Now you're trying to sign up for school after being out for 10 years. Now you're trying to sign up for that new job that you were trying to get, right? So now you've gotten yourself in the motion of discipline on a basic level. So now you're trying to take it to the next level. Now you come across your first big thing that you need to stay disciplined with. And you fail, right? Oh my God, Baris, I failed. I did all this practicing. I was able to put away my shoes. I was able to brush my teeth. I was able to make my bed. And now I'm not able to do these big things. Oh my God, the first thing that's going to pop in your mind is that you just don't have it, that it's not in you, that it's not meant to be, that you're just too weak, that you're just not strong enough, that maybe this isn't for you, maybe it's for that person and that's why they're able to do it. All these negative things are going to come up, right? You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to say F it. But I'm telling you now, don't, okay? Understand, this is a lifestyle change. You've been so used to doing things one way for so long, anything you try is going to be hard. Even if that thing is an easy thing, it's going to be hard for you because you've been so used to doing things this way, okay? And now being self-disciplined is requiring you to live your life this way. Complete lifestyle change. So give yourself room. Give yourself the time to adapt and change, okay? You're going to fail. It's a part of life. There's nothing wrong with failing. The only thing wrong with failing is if you stay there. Don't stay there. Fail and then learn from what you failed. Learn from it, all right? Because failure teaches us a lot. Failure teaches you what didn't work so you can try something next time different, all right? That will work. You're going to fail. It's all about trial and error. You're going to keep doing it, though. You keep doing it. Find different ways of doing it, all right? And then you will find a better way, and then you won't fail anymore. But you'll never know that better way if you just quit the first time you fail. And this goes for anything, whether we're talking about something small or we're talking about something big. When it comes to self-discipline, don't just quit because you failed the first time. Don't just quit because you failed the second time. Don't just quit because you failed the third time. Keep going. If you really want it, you'll do what you have to. So keep going, okay? Understand it and give yourself some compassion. Give yourself some understanding. Give yourself some room and time to grow, okay? It's a lifestyle change. I've done all that, Baris, and it's still not working. Like, I don't know. I just can't keep up with myself. I can't stick to what I make for myself. Okay, the next best thing I'm going to tell you to do. Surround yourself with like-minded people. This will probably be the hardest part. You might have to let go of people who are holding you back, okay? But if they really care, they'll understand and they'll adapt to what you got going on. Look, I'm sure you've all heard the saying, right? The old saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? You hang around 5 broke people, most likely you're going to be the 6th broke person, all right? For those negative things, but it also works for positive things. If you hang around 5 millionaires, most likely you're going to become the 6th millionaire, guaranteed, right? If you hang around people who are good at fixing their life problems, you're probably going to be good at fixing your life problems. If you hang around people who complain, if you hang around people who just make excuses, if you hang around people who quit instead of fighting through stuff, you're most likely going to do the same thing. Okay? Now you need to understand, if you're trying to go somewhere, if you're trying to reach a certain level, if you're trying to become a certain person in life, you're trying to become something, right? You need to understand that if you are surrounding yourself with people who are the opposite of what you are trying to become, it's going to make it very hard for you to become what you're trying to become. Okay? Because if you're trying to be self-disciplined, right? That's what we're talking about. If you're trying to improve your self-discipline, but you hang out with people who continue to make excuses, you hang out with people who just don't ever do what they say that they're going to do, how are you going to be able to be self-disciplined? Their energy is going to rub off on you. Whether you want it to or not, it is. And if it doesn't, it's at least going to hold you back. It's going to slow you down. And that is detrimental to your success anyway, as well. You want to be a rich person? Hang around people who are rich. That way you can learn from them. You want to be you want to be the top bodybuilder in the world? Hang around people who are into that, who are trying to become that as well. That way you guys can bounce ideas off each other and you can learn from each other. If you want to start a business, doesn't it make sense to hang around people who have started a business? Doesn't it make sense to hang around people who are starting a business? That way they can show you what you need to learn. You can't go to somebody who has never even thought about starting a business and ask them how to start a business. The advice they give you is not going to be the best advice, okay? Because they might know what to do, but because they're not really into it, because they have nothing else to really back up their stuff, they can't really give you any information to help you. All they can give you is their dreams and their thoughts, but you can't really do anything right with that, right? So hang around people who are like you. If you want to be self-disciplined, you want to clean up your life, you want to start fixing things that need to be fixed, hang around people who have cleaned up their life. Hang around people who have fixed things that they needed to fix. That way they can show you, they can teach you, you can learn from them, okay? It doesn't make sense. Remember, birds of a feather flock together. If you're hanging around some broke people, you're going to be broke too. You're hanging around rich people, you're going to be rich. That's just how life works. Okay? Remember this though. At the end of the day, if you really want what you say you want, you'll do whatever you have to do. All right? Just like when you're hungry. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Okay? And I learned that from Eric Thomas, E.T., the hip-hop preacher. He's a motivational speaker and amongst a bunch of other things that he does. So look him up. I'll have his thing down below. Eric Thomas taught me that years ago. I think I was a teenager. I'm 30 years old right now, but I was a teenager when I first heard that saying. I think I was in high school. And he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Because that means you will do anything to make it happen. When's the last time you ran out of breath? Serious question. Ask yourself. When's the last time you ran out of breath? Maybe you were at the pool and you're holding your breath underwater. Maybe you fell on your back and then you lost the air. If that's ever happened to you, ever fell from a height, a tall height, and you fell on your back, you lose your air for like 2 seconds, right? Have you ever been in a position where you had to gasp for air, right? Remember that time. A lot of us have, I'm pretty sure. Remember that feeling. Nothing else mattered in life, right? It doesn't matter if you had bills due. It doesn't matter if your girlfriend was pregnant. It doesn't matter if your husband got in a car crash. Nothing mattered to you. Only thing that mattered was getting some damn air, right? That's all that matters. You just want to breathe. If you're held underwater, you will fight, you will kick, you will push until you get to the surface, right? That's how you got to be with your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and accomplishments, and everything in life. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. When nothing else matters, it doesn't matter how many things come against you. It doesn't matter how many people stand up and try to keep you down. It doesn't matter how many freaking forces of nature try to stop you. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will make it through. You understand me? A lot of you have never had your back against the wall. That's why you're not doing what you need to do. When your back is against the wall, when you have no other option but to shoot straight up, you will do it. Nothing will stop you. A lot of you need to get in that mindset, because a lot of you honestly are there, but you're in denial, right? And you keep making excuses and you whatever. I'm telling you now, when you want to breathe, succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful, all right? Just like when you want to eat, right? When you guys are hungry, it doesn't matter if you're in school, it doesn't matter if you're at work, it doesn't matter if you just can't right now. When you're hungry, all you want to do is eat, right? And as soon as you get the free time, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to eat, right? It doesn't matter what else you got planned. It doesn't matter what's going on right now. And if you can't right now, the minute that you're free, you will eat, right? Why? Because you're hungry. So if you attack your goals just like that, be hungry for your goals like you're hungry for food, you're going to have to win. You will stay disciplined because you want it, just like you want to breathe. Okay? That's how you improve your self-discipline. A couple tips that help me, guys. All right, recap. Start small. In basic training, they made us make our bed every morning. I hated it then, but I understand it now. If you can handle the small things, if you can be disciplined with the small things, it'll make it easier to be disciplined with the big things, okay? Give yourself room and time to grow and adapt. It's a lifestyle change. It's going to take work, trial and error. You've been used to slacking off. Of course it's going to be hard to stay disciplined, but it's not impossible. Hell no, it's not impossible. Okay, I don't care what anybody tells you. It's not impossible. All right? Remember your why and keep going until you succeed. Keep trying. Your why. Why did you start? What made you want to do these changes? What made you want to ask this question? How to improve my self-discipline? What is making you want to say that you want to improve your self-discipline? That is your why. Keep that in the front of your mind. You're going to lose it. A lot of things in life are going to happen and you're going to forget. But you need to bring it back to your head. And remember your why and keep going. Keep trying until you succeed. Yes, you can, bro. Surround yourself with like-minded people. They'll keep you in check. All right? This will probably be the hardest part. You might have to let go of people who are holding you back. friends, family, coworker, parents, girlfriend, boyfriend, cousins, all of that. All right, you might have to. I don't know. Your situation might be different, but just understand that that might be a possibility. All right, if they really care about you, if they really care about you, if they really love you, they'll understand and they'll try to work with you. They'll try to adapt. They'll try to make things easier for you. Okay, if they don't really care about you, they won't try to do anything, and maybe that's just the time and the message right there to let them go. At the end of the day, if you really want it, you'll do whatever you have to. Just like when you're hungry, all right? When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Eric Thomas taught me that, and I never forgot it, all right? And that's it. That's how you start to improve your self-discipline. Remember, it's going to take time. It's going to take work. You didn't get to this position overnight, so you're not going to get to where you want to be overnight, all right? But it's not impossible. It can happen, all right? It only feels like it can't because you've never seen it, maybe, right? You've never seen it for yourself. You've never actually done it. Just like everything else. Remember that time when you first started driving a car? It was scary, right? Especially to get on the highway. It was scary. You didn't think that you'd be able to do it. But look at you now. You're driving all over the place. Sometimes you drunk drive. Let's be honest. Sometimes we drunk drive. Even on the highway, speeding. All right? Don't do that, though. You should stop that. But I'm just saying, as an example, you do things already. Things that you thought were scary, you're doing it already. You can do this too, okay? You just gotta want to as bad as you want, as you say you do. If I did it, anybody could do it. And I'm not special, okay? But that's it, guys. That's how you start improving your self-discipline. I hope this helps. I hope this answers your guys' questions. If not, just DM me, comment down below, and we can, get into more details, all right? But as always, guys, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm gonna make it very clear. I got the shirts. New shirts are in. This is just a draft. This ain't I don't think this is going to be the real shirt because this one is too kind of heavy and just thick. I don't really like it. But it's going to be like that, all right? My new logo, positive thoughts at all times, stop playing yourself. And it's going to have my @name on the back. It might be a little different, but pretty much the front design is going to be like this. It's going to be a different t-shirt, though. As soon as I get it ready and finalized, I'll have the link in the I'll have the link in the description of all my videos, okay? For anybody who wants to support. Yes, they're going to be in multiple colors. The logo will be the same color, but the shirt itself will be different colors. All right, guys, but as always, positive thoughts at all times. Stop playing yourself, okay? Keep God first, your heart in the right place, and you will always win, okay? Yes, you can. No, you didn't hear me. I said, yes, you can. You got this, baby. Stay disciplined.